force. Taking it back. I know she's like, what?
Like, she will like what? Your pants.
What's the name of this episode?
What pants?
Mm.
The pants you got on now. You said you like them.
Wow.
What do you mean?
Oh, this the
What's
link.
going on in Chicago?
Oh, I don't know.
Episode, you know, 112.
Just you told me.
112. 112.
Where's the
Right.
Hey.
I'm gonna have to push this back a little bit.
Let's just get the picture, girl. We can take a picture of your muscles tomorrow. Okay, ready? Please.
That ain't nothing.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean muscles.
You're right.
Bigger.
Bigger than who? Maybe RJ. Not me.
Yes, it is.
RJ for sure. No, you ain't even bigger than RJ yet.
Yes, I am. I
Nah.
almost.
Nah, little mama.
Yes, I am. I'm almost taller than him.
That's what you believe?
Everybody got that dream, man.
Everyone has to wear pink tomorrow because it's his birthday.
Girl, what I look like wearing pink?
I wake up, make a thing of school.
I got a pink polo.
That's like the old, one of the oldest tricks you do as a kid.
Could I get that little table that you
Yeah, these are spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers.
I remember Drew used to always do spirit fingers in high school. He was on the spirit team.
Girl, your daddy was a gangster. I would never get on the spirit team. Nah, but I did try to be in the pep club, and I was in the marching band in middle school.
That ain't the spirit team though. What you talking about?
I didn't know.
Hey, raise up out my seat, little homie. What you laughing at?
You?
You better get up them little muscles.
Yeah.
I don't. What's that?
I gotta.
You can't even raise your sleeve up. Whoa, whoa. Okay, okay. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad.
Yo. Yo.
Okay, but I'm about to sit down anyway. Thank you.
Yo.
Like a low rider. You took my mic?
I'm just testing. I thought you ain't even working.
Probably not. That camera a little crooked out.
Both of them, man.
You tell me when
But see, you see that wide angle, though.
Oh, you got the wide angle?
Then was it feedback?
Probably because his mic's too close. What you on?
I'm on Facebook.
Oh.
I wonder if it's because we're doing two at one time.
I bet you mine ain't doing that. I bet you YouTube ain't.
Okay, it stopped when I turned the mics off.
Yeah, that's why I figured it was mics.
I just hate this motherfucking sound like we in the bathroom or something, you know?
Dude, that's the, we gotta boss up. Aesthetically, this one.
We need to find, I'm getting confused while he's talking.
Why is it doing that?
I don't think it's money.
Because Marvel doing that. The mic still on?
Yeah, that's just taking it from the door. Let me see that one. Why are you doing this, microphone? That sound like they're gonna kick us off the internet for this. It could be because they right next to each other. That shit really is getting a lot of feedback.
It has to be the mic. It hasn't happened none before. Right?
Well, I took them. I turned them off. It's unplugged.
It ain't happening on YouTube. It's only happening on your
Facebook.
You might just have to start it over.
That's what I'm gonna do.
No, we gotta go. We can't take too long. My homie Suge broke his left hand, still took a fight with his right hand. That was no bar.
Who said that?
Drake.
I ain't heard it. I only got to listen to it one good time.
I gotta give it two.
Yeah, I gotta go back. I got it saved on my YouTube.
Oh, you don't got no streaming
Spotify.
services?
Man, I just don't fuck with it, man. I'll be forgetting about it.
Hmm.
I mean, I can get.
I get you. I'm about to cancel my Y membership. This man, they such a thief. They're such a thief. They got like the highest prices in town.
Really?
Yeah, $59 for an individual.
Oh, I ain't know.
That's because you got the
welfare pass.
Yeah. They took it from me. They could since I was out the country. They called me while they called me while I was living it up.
Damn, 50 miles for one.
But I did say I made like $12 an hour. I'm like, man, nigga make like 3 times that.
Well, I didn't pay. I didn't wrote so many letters to them people.
To who?
The why?
The why? Yeah. I was every year. I was making up a letter. But it's just too expensive. I only go like once every couple months now. They're not up there every Saturday. I got like one day we only had like 5 people or 6 people.
Mm-hmm. Hard to get a good run with 6. Well, you can still play some half court shell drill ball.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too. As long as I get like a good little run in. I'm not what I used to be, so I kind of take any type of hoops. Why your camera like sitting like a low ride? Why is it like that?
Oh, I don't know. Well, you see, I got this tape on her. I just need to get in the camera thing. I know.
Like a Sonic rapper.
No, it's some tape. It's some HVAC. It's some HVAC.
Slightly.
This way?
Yeah. Slightly, very slightly.
These might keep picking up.
You got the.
No, it's just this shit might. Like, for some reason, when both of these all going live at the same time, it keep picking up.
Is that on live too?
Yeah.
No, you just watching it on that one.
Is that why it's picking up like that? Let me walk out the room.
I don't know.
Well, but we did it like that before, though.
It's them iPhones. You gotta get out. You gotta stop believing people about them iPhones.
Chuck don't play though.
It's still
You still doing feedback?
it's your iPhone.
No, I'm asking you to still doing it right now.
I said yes, it's your iPhone. So
Yeah.
I can hear that beeping noise in the background on my video, but it's not coming from this. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I can hear it. I don't know where it's coming from.
Oh,
I can hear it in this video,
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
but it's not coming from this.
okay, so this is a newer iPhone. The one I did it with last time was older.
Older, okay.
And it didn't do that. That's why I'm confused.
So it might be picking up more.
Yeah.
Better phone, so you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe you gotta adjust the frequency.
Man, I don't know, bro. I wanted to get that. I was just going to get,
Is it still your phone is off or something?
not just unmuted it. Yeah, when I stood out there, I couldn't hear it.
Oh really?
Yeah, when I stood out there, I couldn't hear it. So I think it's this one I got it playing in here. I'm so close to it, it might be causing it to do that.
And we can see. We'll find out later.
We'll see what it sounds like on that. What's that, YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
Turn this on.
Oh really?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't do that. This is this phone. It might be causing
Cheap
it.
iPhone. Defend your white guy.
Man, I'll tell you something funny, man. You know, my great grandfather is a white man, right? And I found this out. He's like, I was talking to my uncle. He's like, you got that one-eyed white man nose. And at first I was like, what does that mean? So what is that? And he was like, yeah, great grandfather. He was a one-eyed
White man.
Yeah. And I remember y'all niggas always call me white.
Yeah. You didn't believe me.
I did.
Yeah, nigga, you know nigga see in the future.
Nigga, that's that melanin, right? Guess what those melanin
I
can see?
been told you.
Nigga, I can see your DNA strands, nigga.
He didn't believe me.
Yeah, I guess I am white. Wish I was.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I always tell my wife, man, I wouldn't mind.
It's all right. If you mix, claim your mix. Claim 50-50.
But you
Don't be out here with a white mama, black daddy talking about you black. You are black and white.
Whoa.
Oh,
Man, you know?
That was funny.
Man, drop it off. You know?
You sure?
Drop it off.
Okay, so today, first of all, welcome everybody. It's me, Gap Lord, friend extraordinaire, and I am here with,
Dr. Two Pins, Drew Brown.
and we are.
The Juice Crew, baby.
Okay, so today we wanted to bring to the table something that we think is important to discuss. Today we want to talk about what's going on in Chicago. That sounds so broad, doesn't it? So what's going on in Chicago? People may ask, what's going on in Chicago? Let's kind of focus around Chicago migrants. They're a Midwest city, kind of up north, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Illinois, and they have a migrant issue. So at first thought, we may think this migrant issue may be for Canadians, right?
As close as it is up north.
Yeah, you would think Canadians,
That's what happened to Skip.
but no, it's not Canadians. They have a migrant issue with people coming in from the southern border. So not everybody who comes in from the southern border is Mexican. Sometimes they're African, sometimes they're Asian, but it's also a lot of South and Central Americans. So today we're focusing the topic of what's going on in Chicago around that, the Chicago migrant crisis. So with that being said, I'm going to bring up one thing about Chicago that's really random, and then I'll ask you a question. So the thing I want to bring up also, the violent crime in Chicago was reported by victims at a rate of 45.6% via WTTW News, PBS in Chicago. 45.6. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. So now they got a migrant problem.
Top of the crime.
Yeah.
I said something like Gotham City.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I just think Batman was from Chicago.
The Chicago, New York.
But
Bronx.
Gotham City is a city. It's its own.
But I feel like it's New York though.
It's
it's like
something metropolis.
Yeah, it's like a country almost.
Yeah, it's
Like
imaginary.
That's the thing. Yeah.
So okay. So on top of this, 63rd and 64th,
65th Street.
yeah, or them gangs, whatever they call themselves. So between that, and then you go to be like, okay, now we got a migrant issue, and now they are causing crime also. And not only causing crime, they are putting black folks out of their communities or homes to house them. So with that being said, off the first off, what do you think about that? Like a broadly.
Broad thought. I don't want to get too deep, but I think it's interesting that we've gotten to this place in America. I've never heard of or seen of anything like this. I think the situation that they're dealing with is very different, is very adverse when people are being forced to live in your community and use up the community resources in terms of, or what should we say, creative space.
Mm.
You know what I mean? To do something different with your time, to house people that, they people too. You know what I'm saying? They people too, but I think if these people didn't come in this manner, they could have a better way of finding places for them to stay. I think the problem arises in the whole situation when you just got a bunch of people just flooding in with no jobs, sometimes no skills, don't speak the native language, and are in need of food, shelter, and clothing. And it's like, what do you do with these people? You know what I'm saying? They're here now.
Well, the thing, so now, with that being said, there's some states and cities who have deemed themselves sanctuary cities. You know what sanctuary city means?
Yeah, well, we gonna
where illegal residents can come and, they're welcome to my state or city.
Mm-hmm.
Like we welcome you to come, because they make it seem like everybody who's an illegal immigrant is fleeing their country out of, because they fear for their lives. That's how they make it seem.
Okay.
And although that's not it, because not only is it's just Central and South American. It's like I said, it's Asian, it's African, it's a bunch of countries fleeing from the southern border. It's not just one group of people.
Right, I think
but the majority is obviously the people who are closest.
But yeah,
So the thing is, it's when we allow people to come in here illegally, they shouldn't be kicking anyone out their residence. So you didn't come here legally, and then you're kicking people who are here legally out of their residence. Not to say that you personally is like you gotta get out, but that government in that city or town are doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one problem. And then it's statistically it's proven that migration affects black people most.
Right.
They take the jobs from black people and they do it at a lower rate.
Labor.
Yeah, they undercut labor, and it's typically jobs that African Americans are.
That's what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. So there's just a few things I know.
And we can get deeper.
Yeah. And it's not like if you come through legally, it's like we can't go to Mexico and get we can't go there.
Housing, clothing.
Yeah.
Food.
And then to get our citizenship there, it will be the same. But we can't just go,
But I mean, but again, that's the issue with it. Just even going back to your point about the crime, people coming in and committing crime. I mean, if you look at the numbers, most, a lot of poor people, probably the people who are committing the most crimes out of just the being poverty-stricken people. And so many people that are coming in because they're coming in such an influx, you can't check everybody and see who's who because so many people are probably fleeing the law. They're probably fleeing justice. And if you just fall into a big group of people and start heading north, I mean, how the police really gonna catch you? They're not taking IDs. They're not looking at people who may be wanted and stuff like that. They're not searching these people like that. So you're probably dealing with some people who are already in criminal organizations, and they're right here.
So what's been said, you know, with the migrants being, you know, they're being shipped to Chicago. So like Texas, like Greg Abbott, he is shipping migrants that enter from Texas to Chicago by
Mhm.
busload, and like Martha's Vineyard and like New York, you know, like.
Now I heard about them doing it to you.
Yeah. So he sent to Martha's Vineyard, which is a well-rounded
Really, no.
community,
Mhm.
you know, like with the elites. So he's been sick because, you know, these are places that like we support, like we want them here. And it's like, but now when
Right,
we send them there,
And now y'all can't.
now it's becoming an issue. It's like, whoa, what are y'all doing? This is not how it should be doing, because it's like they're so far from the border, they never have to worry about these things. So when they make these policies and vote, they vote way against it. They never experience.
And politics.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the South is it's really almost two different countries as far as mindset. Like people up north and west, they think people Midwest and South are slow.
Right, because you're from the South.
Yeah, like they automatically deem you as slow for one. So, but when you send these people up to the, you know, northern Midwest, Chicago, it's like now there's a problem. But you know, and even within like your governor's out here speaking, talking about we want them to come.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The politics. It's like you get what you ask for, you know, and people jump behind these people and they support them. They see y'all support on social media. They see y'all reposting they post and speaking highly of these people. Like just like we see them, you know, and when this type of stuff happens, it's like no real accountability really is getting laid down because it's too late. You know, we was watching the video, my wife and I was watching this video, and I forgot what the dude's name was, but he was talking to the group of people and he sounded a lot like The Rock. But the way he was just handling these people, you could tell the people they were very upset. I mean, highly upset. And they had some very, very valid points, you know, just how their neighborhood has changed since all this has begun to occur. And it's probably only going to get worse going into the colder months. The criminals are going to get more desperate and the crimes are going to become more violent. That's just a little forecast for me, a crime forecast. But the way he was handling these people, you could tell that he was someone that was sent out there to just MC the crowd for a couple hours, listen to their complaints. We ain't fit do nothing to stop this. This is happening, and ain't nothing we can do about it. Take your house out in the suburbs, and you know, get back to the suburbs safely. But we need you to just chill with the crowd, talk to them, and you know, just let them, you know, get it off their chest. But we ain't fit to do nothing. And you know, it's a shame that it's happening. You know, but at the same time, you know, you get what you ask for. You play the politics. You stick to the same stuff, voting because of color, of skin.
You know, that's a good segue into my next question. So now that this has happened, there's been a public outcry from the Black community as far as these things not being right. You know, and I tend to agree with some of these things. And so my question is, do you feel like the public outrage of recent from the Black community, is it too late? Do you think it's something that should have been done prior to this happening? Like, so, do you think they just did not recognize that this could be something that's real? Like,
Absolutely.
So you think it's too late?
It's far past too late. It was too late 20 years ago. It was too late 20 years ago. I mean, Black people, we just, you know, the Blacks just give it up. The he Blacks and she Blacks, they just give in too easily to anything. And if it sounds like it's gonna be something easy and free, and they think it's for me, and they preach that trickle down economics, how it's gonna come from the top and trickle down to the bottom, but it really ain't. You know what I'm saying? Because the top gonna see that check and they gonna catch it right there, and their check gonna say 30 million. They gonna say, you know what? I'm about to put 15 of these millions in my pocket. That really happened. I'm just saying though, that's what people are doing. So yeah, I think, and a lot of them just uninformed. The neighborhoods are unorganized. The Black people kind of, you know. You got to fend for yourself out there. It's a little different. It's a little adverse in Chicago for Black people, as it is.
Why is it adverse in Chicago for Black people? So, what makes it different for black people and white people living in Chicago?
Culture.
So, who created the culture that you're talking about?
Man, if we want to get real deep about it,
Just short. We ain't trying to.
I'm gonna just go to the source because Thomas Sowell breaks this down in the book Black Red.
Well, something short because
it ain't gonna be long. It ain't gonna be long. I ain't not. You familiar with the book? You familiar with the book?
It was a question, so I can go back into my study.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, essentially, black people's creating this culture now.
Okay, that's all I asked you.
That's what you want me to say.
He black.
I'm gonna go to the source though. I like to go to the source so people can know where it comes from, so maybe we can stop.
So you said that you think it's too late for black people, and me personally, I don't necessarily think it's too late, but I do think we like on thin ice. I think change can be made, but I think it's on thin ice. But I think we got to be more critical and honest with each other. That's the only way. But you know what comes with that? The name calling you the Uncle Tom, treating you differently like you ain't black.
But you know, I mean, and when I say it's too late, I'm being referring to this specific area. This is happening. This is happening. It's gonna be at least 6 to 8 months before this stops. Before we get to some type of resolution where it starts to take it downward. But this is the beginning of this. It's probably gonna be some more.
Yeah.
If Abbott's still sending them up here, I mean, what y'all gonna do? Y'all can't stop it, you know, but I think, you know, some honest conversations could help come with a better solution and get us some togetherness.
I'm glad you mentioned solutions. So this is one of my final questions. So let me kind of summarize this. So one of the things I think that could prevent this is, you know, like some unity. So with that being said, do you think the division of black men and black women will prevent progress? Because that was a question from one of our viewers, that and the previous one. But do you think that can prevent progress? Because for me personally, I think that that's important because with a solid, you know, family structure, it just equals better results. It has been proven. It's statistically been proven. We can see it with our own eyes. Like, that was an insult at one point from hood niggas. I ain't gonna say their names. Like, yeah, mama and daddy. I was like, what? I don't get it. But
talking about that's crazy.
But people, some people say stuff like that.
Yeah, you saw where we from. You got mama and daddy.
Yeah,
It's
but
ridiculous.
The optics of it was up. Yeah, and it was even you can tell in school too. People who had to, they look at it's like you don't understand what I got a single mama, but it's like at the end of the day we know that it's better. The standard family structure has been proven as the most productive way to raise a family. So with that being said, does the division of black men and women prevent progress?
Yes.
Why so?
I mean, how can we move together as one if we all over the place?
But
in a different space.
What about them like just like a white man dating a black woman or a white man dating, you know?
I mean, come to that, you know, I really don't have too many thoughts on it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, to be honest. It's the thing that I think so least of that I just, you know, could care less. I think when it comes to things like that, you know, I'm not a person who would engage in such behavior any time in my life. However, I know people that are in those type of relationships. And as a result, I realize that it's just, you know, everybody has their journey. However, I do believe that you see more success in groups that are of the same ethnic background. And this is due to cultural differences. And we're not saying that all black culture is bad. It has its good things and its bad things, just as, you know, the white culture and the Asian culture, so on and so forth. Every culture of people in the world has criminals, has murderers, rapists, and so on and so forth.
Some more than others.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? course, the division, you know what I'm saying, because of the children that's out here being affected, and it's the children that's probably the most active criminals. You know, what's the age of the most active? You like 13 to 21 or something like that. You know, it's these kids out here, you know, when you're a juvenile and you can get caught with a pistol and go back home like 3-4 days later, you thinking like, well, hell, next time I'm just never get caught.
So
You know what I'm saying? So, but again, going back to answer your question, yes, the division does create that gap because the children aren't growing and building new. They're not coming back to where they came from. Most of them are dying there.
that's a great point. You know, because it's some things that when I came home, like my dad, they don't yell at us. He just like real stern. But it's like, nah, like I'm willing to take that yelling from my mom before just having my daddy just be upset. It's just a presence sometimes. And it's like, and it's the perfect yin and yang when man and woman is together. It's like it works out perfect. Like women have other nurturing traits. It's like when kids fall off the bike, I'm like, man, get up. And woman's like, come on, baby. But it's like a perfect balance at the same time. They don't need too much of that, and they don't need too much of the other way. So I know the results are proven. They make the best results. And when we're not together, it is hurting our culture. So I know y'all promote all this hot girl summer, hot girl freedom. You know,
Do you, in 10 years, let's see what the ROI on that was.
but this all affects all. So this all ties into like, so us not being together prevents progress because that affects the way we vote. That affects the way we look at things in our city. And that all ties back into Chicago, like why they might be struggling as far as that crime.
Because
rate.
I mean, well, think about this though.
Like they asked for, they said they wanted to be a sanctuary city, and now since they have migrants in their city. Now they're like, well, maybe this is not.
Well, I mean, to that point, you know, why you would think that they would take them to the place that got the most space, the most comfortable living, the suburbs. It would make more sense.
Yeah.
Why take these people who just came from the most extreme poverty and put them in another? It's a little better poverty.
It's a lot better poverty.
I mean, you know what I'm saying though.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's better.
No, it's a lot better.
I'm just saying though. A lot better, whatever. But it'd be even better to put them in the suburbs where they got more space and more resources to help these people. You putting them where other people that are already kind of struggling in this country. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, you say they don't have resources. So y'all say that these people don't have resources.
When I say resources, I mean they got the money to pay for a little extra food, clothes, and some housing. That's all I'm saying.
But they say black people don't have resources.
They just not properly utilizing them.
Then when they want them in the black areas, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, now you see what kind of resources they got now. Like, we could use this building for that, for real. Yeah. But still, though, I would think if I was doing it, I would say, you know what? We're going to send them to Mish Park.
I'll cancel my membership.
We're just going to send them out there because we got the space. It's more space, but they don't want to do that. The people in the suburbs wouldn't allow for that to happen.
Okay, so what do you think about this? My final question: how do you think we resolve this issue with the migrants entering the southern borders and infecting and I wouldn't say infect, I can't watch my language, but coming in illegally through the southern states and some of the Midwestern states, and like the people up north and east and south and west, they don't know anything about this because it's not something that's normal for them. So what do you think the solution is to find a perfect balance between illegal immigration? Because it has an effect on people, whether we want to believe it or not, but especially.
Man, I don't even want to say it, man. I don't even want to say it because it's so. I won't say it's dark, but it's just like we're in such a sensitive time. If it was me, I was the governor, the president, the person who could make the call. You know what I say? All right, y'all gonna come over here. Y'all gotta work like 10,000 hours or something to earn your membership, and we're gonna put you in the proper place. I wouldn't just put them anywhere. If we're gonna say we're gonna help these people, we want to give these people a first shot at life. They want to help live the American dream. Well, we need to help them build the American economy. So I would look for a way to leverage whatever skills they have, help them build from there, and look for ways to insert them into the American economy as a strong labor force and pay them, house them, and utilize them and help them understand what it means to be an American, or what it used to mean, or what it means to some people is to earn your way, and teach them the art of earning and being earners. And those who do not want to participate in the program will be shipped back immediately, instantly, expeditiously. We will round them up and we'll have a day. We'll just say the second Tuesday of every month. We shipping back people who don't want to work. And then you come back, we're gonna ID you, we're gonna take your picture, and we're gonna give you a name. You know what I'm saying? I have a real
They'll get to pick their own name.
no, forget it. We ain't finna play that. We finna log you into our system. So we got you so we can have some optical scanning, so when we catch you coming across the border, we got you, and now we can do something different with you because we know who you is. And we can help you understand that this is how you do it. And you're not gonna be a productive member of society because you're not gonna get what you want trying to go about it illegally. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna help these people, let's help them.
Okay.
I think the best way to help a person is to teach them how to fish.
Well, so I'm not even on board with that. But I would say, I don't know about these work camps and stuff, but I would say just close the border and only allow the people who come in legally to come in. People who go through the proper paperwork and go through those long processes, save up their money and do it the right way. Things tend to work out better when you do it the right way.
Yeah, it'd be a lot easier. You can come do it my way.
Yeah, and
We do it the harder, we call it the harder way program.
And then it's a little disrespectful to like coming to another country and you like talking bad about it as if you didn't just flee another country.
But that hard
know,
work,
but when you come, yeah, that's what I'm
you
saying.
appreciate being here.
That's
We
the
work
part.
hard.
That's the part that I do. Is like if they work together, though, they will appreciate. People, I wouldn't say they, but people would appreciate being here.
Man, but you see, we know foreign people from different countries, and some people I know are very hard workers, and they don't never, I don't ever hear them complain about being over here in America.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever, and I'm talking about, I know Mexican people, Africans, people from the West Indies. You know what I'm saying? They don't never have no complaints about nothing, and like people are very hard workers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's not this is not to say that great people don't come from these places.
right,
It's
absolutely, yeah. I'm just
And
talking
it's
about
best to do it
my
legally,
experience.
and
and it make you
it's
appreciate it, and
like,
it make you more successful.
like you work to get it, like you did it the right way.
Appreciation creates success.
And then you come over here and be successful, and you reap the fruits of your labor. But nonetheless, like just people coming in anywhere illegally, it's going to affect the economy, the people. It's like because you have things that's already wrong in certain areas, and then you have other people from other areas bringing other things that's wrong. And then you got people that's doing things that's good too. But
they coming over here with that booyah.
Oh yeah,
They coming over here with that dope.
Mm-hmm.
Woo! Gonna set them Chicago streets. They gonna have a whole new plug.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be a dope TV series though.
What?
Like, the migrants go into all these cities and they set up a little drug ring through it. You know what I'm saying? Black people killing black people, boy. Everybody loves it.
Why do people love the TV shows that black people killing all these? Those are so random, but those are the most popular
program.
You know what I'm talking about? What's the Baltimore show?
Oh, The Corner?
No,
The Wire.
The Wire.
But The Corner was before.
Franklin Saint.
Oh, that was one of the saddest shows. It's like, man, you talking about ruining life? Man, yeah, Snowfall.
Oh yeah. So it seems like we tend to enjoy this culture of this destruction, and I think Chicago is the perfect place who has and that's, I would say, almost promoted that, like, these bad tendencies, these bad behaviors, low morals, and now it's coming back to bite them. Your city should not be known for like a crime capital. It's not like, you remember back in the day, people just like, they took that as like
a compliment.
And
they still do.
And we can't play stupid. If you're from a black area especially, you know that people took that as a compliment.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't.
Like, if your neighborhood is violent.
But it's black culture, though. So in black culture,
If your neighborhood is violent, what does that mean?
It means you supposed people that supposed to let you slap them in their face.
Yeah, yeah.
You supposed to be able to
Disrespect
disrespect people. You supposed to be able to bully people around, and if somebody gets in your way,
That's a whole nother
you have
thing.
you have an authority to shoot them. In the black culture, we can people. If you're anywhere from the age, I say in today's era, anywhere I say from 10 to 60.
It's really
If you're in
the more violent the
60,
neighborhood,
you
the
can
more
get shot by a little black person.
the more violent the neighborhood, the
10,
more respect
60.
you seem to get,
60.
based off my living experience. If you're from like a suburban area and came to my high school, you're severely talked about.
Yeah, for nothing. But it go back to the hopelessness, the victim culture.
But that all resorts back into like the division between black men and women.
Yeah.
The progress is preventing progress. Because when you got a 2-parent home, you have your stronger. But that's just me. That's just.
But do you? You know what I'm saying? This ain't the thing we're trying to
Y'all let us know what y'all think.
For
Is
real.
the black man and woman's feud preventing progress? What do y'all think about Chicago? Is it a nice place to visit? Is it safe? Do y'all agree with do y'all agree with the migrants being shipped up to Chicago?
Yeah,
Y'all voted for it actually. It's like things y'all voted for.
I had them out there picking up trash. Y'all gonna be working.
See, that's not me. But hey.
It's just the only way it's gonna work. Then you vote for me, you gonna get something for it.
I'll just say come in the legal way.
I would change Chicago with them.
No, Chicago, that's one, they like California and New York.
Oh man. I remember police.
You said you what?
It turned into a militia. Turned into an army when Alicia moved the game. You gotta find a way to figure that out to do something with these people, man. They want a better life, so like, let's give it to them. Cause let's be real, man. They don't want to do all that work.
Not me.
They don't want to do that work. They don't. It's like, man, it's hard to really find good work.